morning, everyone. Welcome to the graduation ceremony of the learners of the first batch of the postgraduate diploma in digital product design and management program offered by IIIT Bangalore. We are here today to celebrate your success and hard work. Heartiest congratulations to all the learners who have gathered here today after successfully completing the academic requirements for the award of postgraduate diploma.
Today is indeed a very special day because we have over 30 plus learners who have come together at the campus with their friends and family to celebrate this milestone. Before we begin, I request everyone to be seated and to keep your mobile phones on silent, please. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives us immense pleasure to invite the chief guest of the event, Mr. Arun Panayappan, onto the stage.
Mr. Arun Panayappan is a seasoned engineering leader, technologist, educator, and a digital infrastructure advocate. He currently heads AI initiatives as a senior engineering manager at Google Cloud in Bangalore. With over 25 years of experience, Mr. Arun has shaped platform engineering at marquee companies like Amazon and Goibibo, where he led scalable data platforms, ebook pipelines, vendor onboarding systems, and machine learning-driven pricing tools. He has also served as a consulting CTO at firms and shaped data science strategy for diverse enterprises. An advocate for accessibility in AI, Mr. Arun has shared his experiences building inclusive generative AI systems, drawing from his 10 years in machine learning leadership and multiple published thought leadership writings. His Tech with Purpose ethos extends beyond his career. He launched educational initiatives empowering students with disabilities and rural learners. Welcome to the graduation ceremony, sir.
IIIT Bangalore Director Professor Debabrata Das extends warm greetings and welcome to the gathering. Director is unable to be with us today in person due to travel commitments. He has conveyed his heartfelt congratulations and best wishes to the graduating batch. He has recorded a special mention for all of you on this momentous occasion, which we will play shortly. I am delighted to extend my invitation to our esteemed faculty member, Professor Chandrasekhar Ramanathan, who is the Dean of Academics at IIIT Bangalore, to join us on the stage. Welcome, sir.
It's my privilege to invite Professor Amit Prakash, Head of the Department, Digital Humanities and Societal Systems at IIIT Bangalore, to join us on the stage. Welcome, sir. Next, I would like to invite Commodore S.R. Sridhar, Registrar, IIIT Bangalore, to join us on the stage. Welcome, sir.
Now, I request our chief guest, Mr. Arun Panayappan, and all our dignitaries on the dais, along with two of our graduates, Ms. Alina and Mr. Shivakant, to kindly light the lamp.
Now, I request our head of the department, Digital Humanities and Societal Systems, Professor Amit Prakash, to kindly address the gathering.
Chief guest of today's ceremony, Mr. Arun Paniyappan, Dean Academics, Professor Chandrasekhar, Registrar Commodore Sridhar, distinguished invitees, parents, family members, friends, and most of all, the graduating batch of students. Good morning, namaskara, and a very warm welcome to this first graduation ceremony of IIIT-Bangalore's postgraduate diploma in digital product design and management. We are indeed grateful that Mr. Arun Paniyappan is here with us. Arun embodies what we can imagine as the spirit of this program, right from entrepreneurship to product design to leading inclusion in product teams across cutting technologies. Arun is something that we aspire all of our graduates to become in the next 15, 20 years to come. Arun has been very generous with his time on this program. He has spent time talking to all our students. He has been mentoring our students. And whenever invited, he has always been very forthcoming with his time. Thank you very much, Mr. Arun, for being here, present with us to grace this occasion. It is indeed a proud moment for all of us at IIIT-Bangalore to see the first batch of our students graduate successfully and with flying colors. Heartiest congratulations to all of you. We are very proud of what you have been able to achieve, and we do expect and we do feel that all of you will continue to make us proud as you go along in your careers. Like most other journeys that we go through in our lives, I am aware the past 1 year was not always a very smooth ride for us, for all of us, or many of us at least. There were speed breakers, there were potholes, there were rough patches, there were breakdowns. So all of that has happened. Yeah, and we all are aware of that. But I'm glad you did not give up, you persisted, you tugged along, and it's such a pleasure to see all of you here today in your resplendent best, smiling, and looking forward to what awaits you in your lives. As you embark on another leg of your career and life journeys, we would like you to know that you continue to be an integral part of the IIITB family. We are always available to stand beside you and stand up for you in all the good work that you do in your careers and in your lives. As I look back on the past 1 year, I am also humbled by the wholehearted support that was extended by all our faculty and staff colleagues, the director and the institute leadership to make the first iteration of this postgraduate diploma program an enriching and accessible experience for our students. There are not many classrooms in the country today, and I may say in the world, which can boast of the diversity that we were able to manage in the first batch of postgraduate diploma. It did stretch our capacities at times, but never for once did I come across anyone who was complaining. I hope we have all benefited from this experience. To the respected parents and family members of our students, thank you for trusting us with your ward's learning and development needs. It is heartening to see all of you at this graduation ceremony today to cheer and encourage your wards. We are confident that with your continued support, they will do very well for themselves and keep making you proud throughout their lives. I must call out two special people in this last 1 year's journey who have been an integral part of whatever this program has been about. I guess one of them is here, Rohan's mom. Yeah. So we actually cannot imagine the entire experience that we have gone through without her presence and without her encouragement, not only to Rohan, but I'm sure to all of us and all of you here. Thank you very much, ma'am, for being ever present. I'm also very grateful to Santosh. Santosh has been interpreting. So I am not able to see Punyath here, but Punyath is here. Yeah, Punyath is here. So Santosh, when we were looking at an interpreter and an interpreter to sit in the classroom, I think that's when Santosh happened to us, and it was great to have him and have him in the class, working with Punyath and working with everyone else. Thank you, Santosh. The first one is always special, and I'm sure all of us are aware of that, and so will all of you be to us. We are aware there remains scope for improvement in all that we do. Here too, we hope to further strengthen all that went well and work on those that could have been better. And we need your support as the first batch to help us improve, to help us make this a marquee program in the country and elsewhere. Once again, heartiest congratulations and best wishes to all the graduating batch of students, and a very warm welcome to everyone present here. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you, sir, for the inspiring words. Now, we will be playing the virtual address by our director, Dr. Debabrata Das. I now request the team to kindly play the video message from our director.
Good morning, all. Hearty congratulations to the graduating batch of postgraduate diploma on digital product design and management. I also want to congratulate your parents and near and dear ones for all supports to you in this direction. My thanks to the chief guest, Mr. Arun Panappan, the senior engineer in Google Cloud, to grace this occasion and address you all. I am sure his address will motivate you and show you a path in the direction of the career. I also want to thank Dean Academics, Professor R. Chandrasekhar, Head of the Department of DHSS, Professor Amit Prakash, and all the faculty members who have taught you and present here for this auspicious occasion. I beg my sincere apology for not being present there physically because of my travel for some works, and also some of the things which made me travel. However, my heart and mind is there in IIIT-Bangalore campus along with you for this occasion, and wishing you all the best in the future. I want to say two things which is very much in my mind. One, you have been trained in a very interesting direction, which is a combination of three areas. One is the design, second is the areas of the digital and also the impact of sociology to that, and lastly, the business related management. However, the 1 year, the span is small, but you got the flavor of all these areas which will help you. My second point is that, which I learned over the time, life goes through a lot of good achievements and also the challenges. That the challenges time is the learning which we got is that keep patience and find out the solutions to the challenge and pursue on that direction to solve it. I am sure you will be successful. Your all this attitude and hard work will definitely pay off in long run in life. Wishing you a wonderful time and life and a successful career to come in. Thank you and namaste.
Thank you. Now I would like to welcome the Dean of Academics, Professor Chandrasekhar Ramanathan, to address the gathering.
Chief guest of the day, Mr. Arun Panayappan, Head of the Department of Digital Humanities and Societal Systems, Professor Amit Prakash, Registrar, dear parents, and of course the important people of the day, the graduating students. Very, very good morning to all of you, and I extend a very hearty welcome to all of you on this momentous day, which is essentially a culmination of your learning and hard work of the past 1 year. I would like to highlight a few things about the program itself, and considering that this is the first program and the first batch, as Professor Amit mentioned, it is indeed special. But before we launch any program, as Dean of Academics, I can tell you that the preparation for any such new initiative starts at least 1 year prior to that. So I would like to take this moment to really thank and congratulate Professor Amit and the entire set of faculty members belonging to the Digital Humanities and Societal Systems to really think through exactly what is it that we want to do, what is the nature of the program that we want to do, what are the expected outcomes, and what is the value addition that we can do to all those who complete this program. So I can tell you that this is not a very easy job. It's not something that we kind of dream up on our own. So it involves enormous amount of interactions, collaborations with the people in the industry, with subject matter experts, and of course, many of the faculty members who are accomplished in their own right. So I think there's a lot of thought that has gone into this particular program, and it has delivered in a way we thought will be the most beneficial to you and to your professional career. But having said that, we also look forward to keeping in touch with you, or you should keep in touch with us and keep giving us feedback, right? And on ways to improve this, right? Now, the second aspect that I want to highlight is that this program is being offered in the Department of Digital Humanities and Societal Systems. So this is probably not a standard name for a department which you would find in any university. So, for one thing, you are getting this certificate from a very uniquely named department. Just for your benefit and the benefit of our guests here, right? So our perspective of information technology is that it is just not about the technology itself. So we don't pursue technology for the sake of technology, right? No technology is useful unless it is put to use, good use, right? And so when we look at that, so where is the space in an academic setup to start to even think about it, right? So if you look at the traditional programs of, say, computer science, electronics and communication engineering, and now the data science, right? So they are all already so rich and, if I can use the term, heavy in terms of the areas to cover as part of that. So there is absolutely no space in an academic setup to think about, now, how do I use them to make it useful? So that is why I cannot thank enough our director and the management for thinking of creating a separate department whose only job is to think, right, to how to use this technology. And this is not, although the department itself is just 1 year old, this aspect of the academics has been there since day one. So we used to, so we have the Center for IT and Public Policy. We used to call it the IT and Society. Right? It has gone through different nomenclature change, but what has remained is that we have, we have a think tank which is thinking about what is the best way to leverage the technology that is being created. And which means that many of the courses that you have taken as part of that, you would realize that it is not exclusively taught by, say, the Department of Digital, DHSS, right? So we had professors from the computer science department coming and teaching courses. We had professors who are originally part of the electronics and communication also being part of it. Some of you are doing IoT projects on developing products. So that is essentially the true essence of information technology as far as IIIT Bangalore is concerned. It's a melting pot of the hardware, of the software, and what you can do it for the betterment of society, of solving problems. Right? So I think that is the spirit that I would like you to carry forward, saying that, okay, so you spend this 1 year learning about digital products and design and management. So you have to look at it. So I hope that we have tried to show you, I keep talking about the 3 axes, the hardware, software, and the society or the application, right? So you keep that in mind, saying that always look at it, saying that what is it that technology can do to solve the problems. In fact, the additional aspect today we talk about is how do you use technology to solve a problem in a responsible manner. Right? So that's also another aspect of it, right? So we no longer say that, okay, somehow the problem has to be solved, quote unquote, by hook or crook. No, right? So there is also a lot of emphasis that is being put on the responsible use of technology. Of course, because of the artificial intelligence, we talk about responsible AI and so on, but responsible use of technology has always been a primary concern ever since we talk about using technology. So keep this holistic view in mind whenever you are approaching any opportunity that comes along your way. And we always say that this is all learning is a journey, learning is a journey. Indeed, in fact, I would even go to the extent of saying that if learning is the journey, who are you? So I would like to say that don't look at yourself as a passenger who is taking the journey. You are the vehicle which is actually moving around, which means that there is no starting, there is no end, right? So there is no destination. In fact, so my father used to work in the railway, so I used to be fascinated by looking at the network, the railway network. So there's no starting and ending point. You start from wherever you want, you can go wherever you want. So I would like you to look at the whole, your career and professional journey that way. And on that note, I would like to thank you for stopping by IIIT Bangalore in your journey. Thank you so much and wish you all the best.
Thank you, sir. Now, I would like to invite Mr. Arun Panayappan, Senior Engineering Manager at Google, to address the gathering.
Distinguished faculty members, Dean, Head of the Department, parents, friends, and the graduating class of 2025. It's indeed an honor for me today to stand before you and deliver this address. First of all, congratulations to each and every one of you for going through this academic rigor. And congratulations to Professor Amit for putting together such an inclusive program, which actually makes sure that education is delivered with diversity and inclusion in mind. For most of you, I would not be new. I've come here, I've spoken to you guys. Some of you have also talked to me outside the class. We've worked on projects, potential entrepreneurship opportunities, and things like that. I've been in the industry for over 25 years now, right? I remember like 25 years back when I was about to step into the real world. Amongst the biggest things that was in me was a lot of hopes, lot of dreams, right? Let's really talk about how things panned out from there, right? life has its unique way of throwing curveballs, right? I discovered that I was having a condition, progressive condition called retinitis pigmentosa. I was eventually going to go blind, which is fine, right? That's how life is. I had a passion though for computer science, mathematics, and technology. I was dreaming of a career in the cutting edge of technology, right? Now, when I look around, right, I see people who have gone blind or who are going to go blind. These guys are all doing things like art and customer support. Some of them are radio jockeys. I don't see a good role model around me, right? I just looked at it and said, hey, this is my passion. I don't see a role model around me. What should I do? Simple. I should just become the role model, right? That's where it all started, right? I told myself, well, I may lose eyesight. That's not the same as losing vision. I can still have a bold vision for life. I decided to start there, right? I was night blind back then. My peripheral vision was getting a little weaker, right? I was like every parent would be, right? Given there are many parents here, like every parent would be, right? My parents, I came from a middle class background. My father was a professor, mathematics professor, right? And they were very protective of me. They would make sure they take me everywhere, hold me by hand, take me around. They would not let me go out all by myself and things like that. But I decided at that time that I would travel on my own to the US. I wanted to go in search of the cutting edge of technology, irrespective of what my eyesight conditions were. I went to the US. I was there for 5 years, right? See, today many of you are graduating today. You are likely to take one of the three paths, right? Some of you are likely to go on and say you're going to join the workforce, right? We'll talk about that to detail. Some of you will say, hey, I'm going to study more and possibly figure out some other part of the world where I will settle down, right? And some of you might say, I want to build my own startup. I know there are a few examples in the class here, right? We'll look at all three cases, and we'll try and see what can come our way and how we can deal with all this as we go along, right? When I went to the US, right, some time back, right, I spent the first 5 years. I found very good jobs there. I was finding research positions at the Boeing and all that, right? I was doing cool tech work, but inside me, right, was a dreamer. I was not really satisfied. Hey, you know what? I am sitting here, I'm making good money, I'm doing good tech work which I wanted, but something is missing. What was it that was missing? I grew up in India. What am I really doing back home, right? And then I shaped my vision there. I said, okay, so I needed a clearer purpose. I said, let's decide to build something in India, right? We have to find a way to give back eventually. Let's find a way to go back to India and give things back to India. So when we got married, right, the first thing we did was when everybody was moving west, we moved east. We moved back from the US to India. It's been 20 years. I have not regretted even a bit, right? It's been the best decision of my life. We decided to come back to India. Sometimes the contrarian decisions and bold decisions work very well for us. People with some sort of disabilities, obviously, world is not built for us, right? There are very few places in the world, like Professor Amit was saying, which can even offer a high-quality education to people like us, right? So the entire world is not built for us. We have to be bold enough, innovative, be risk-taking, and take contrarian decisions if required. We came back to India. We started life here. And eventually we discovered that my vision was deteriorating very fast, right? I started losing my central vision as well. And I was naive enough to believe that, oh, now I can't work anymore, right? Which was a good thing. When you start believing that you can't work, right? You start becoming very innovative, right? I was the breadwinner back then. Then I had to figure out a way to become financially independent so that I can support my family. Right? I gave myself like a year and a half. We became very frugal. We started saving a lot. We built the nest egg that was required to make our family insulated from financial requirements. Right? I'm telling you this because this has a very, very profound impact in life. Right? Once I discovered that I was financially independent, I am no more tied to a job. Right? That was the first time I really felt the freedom that you could get, right? You no more need a job to live your life. You are not living paycheck to paycheck anymore. You don't have EMIs to pay. So you are now completely free. I moved out. Now the actual dream starts to take effect. I said, okay, now what am I passionate about? I want to give back to the society here. How? The thing that I love is technology. I want to go teach technology. I started my own training company. I went across the length and breadth of India without vision though, right? Teaching corporates and institutions alike. I was teaching statistical machine learning, data science and all that. Okay, that was great. Then we sat back and said, what if I could start my own company? Why not, right? So we went ahead and started our own company, right? We built a platform, two-sided platform, where on one side you will have college students who write machine learning models, all the tail end of the machine learning models, right? Like English to Bengali translation, or English to Tamil translation, Tamil to English translation. These, and then make it available to startups. Yeah, as a business, it couldn't scale, right? The bigger companies would not buy you. The smaller startups could pay you only so much, so it was not a sustainable business. Then I sold this to Reliance Jio and became part of Jio platforms, right? You guys would know Google and Facebook and all that invested on Jio platforms. We were the platform when they first started, right? At this time, I got a lot more confident, right? We were doing a lot of research work, and Google came. Wanted to hire me, right? I was like, the first thing I told was, are you guys really sure you want to hire people like me? I'm like 90% blind. Are you sure you're going to hire me? These guys take 2 days, come back to me and say, yeah, we're going to hire you, right? And then I asked them, okay, if you're sure you're going to hire me, what kind of accommodations are you going to give me, right? They say, oh, we can give you 15 more minutes for your interviews. I said, no, I don't need that, right? I can very well beat your bar, right? What I need is accessibility through the course of the interview, right? So I'm going to give interviews. I'm going to do design interviews with iPads. I'm going to write code using a computer. I'm not going to I'm not going to do it online. I'm going to do it offline. Are you guys okay with all that? Guess what? They come back and say, yeah, we are good with all that, right? So that's the point at which I realized, right? See, the dreams for people, irrespective of their medical condition, is going to be one and the same. It's the only thing that's different is how you achieve it. What you do is the same. All of us should have very high, bold dreams. How we get there? Probably for some people, you will give interviews by just talking. Some people who can't speak will give interviews by typing. Some people who can't see will give interviews by hearing and speaking, right? So that's all that is different. The mode is different, right? That's how I managed to get into Google. When I got into Google, you know what? In all of Google India, and for that matter in Asia, they didn't have anybody like me. They have not seen anybody like me. My manager was stunned. Oh, what am I going to do with this guy, right? How is he going to work? I told him, don't worry, boss, I'll outperform your team, right? The only thing you got to do is, I'm going to write a document on how to work with me. You and the rest of the team will follow that. When you guys send me a document, make sure it is edit mode enabled. Everything that is available to me, I should be able to turn around and say dark mode, and I should be able to read everything, right? I will take care of everything. And Google also made sure they gave me a support assistant. I've been outperforming there for the last 4 years. I keep telling every manager there, you should go hire people like me. Why? Because 1 in 6 people in the world have some form of disability or the other. When they come into the workforce, they are going to be a lot more loyal. They are going to be think of it, right? Look at people like me. I have to operate at a particular level, competing with my peers who are fully visually capable and all that. Who's a better candidate? Of course, me, right? I have to put in like 5x more work to get to the same level like others. Right? My primary job is about planning and thinking through long term and all that, right? Look at who will do a better job at planning, right? Even to go have lunch, I have to plan. I have to figure out who's going to go with me to have lunch, who's going to bring me back after lunch. My colleague doesn't have to do all that. I exercise this planning muscle way more than him, so I have to be able to outperform him. So it's good for you. Take people like me, and you will make sure your company stays well ahead in the market. It is a business advantage to hire people like us. I keep advocating, you don't have to drop the bar, you can raise the bar with people like me, right? So this is how, and often when you go through these jobs, right? I've been through like 5 or 6 jobs in my career so far. Sometimes when you go through this in life, you may end up in a job where you don't like the job. You are there, they are paying you a lot of money. You can't leave it as well. Out in the outside world, oh, this guy is working for this XYZ company. It's such a big prestige, right? Your parents will be boasting about you working for that company, right? But inside you, you're not very happy. What should you do? This situation is called golden handcuff, right? It's very easy to say, I'll throw away the golden handcuff and walk away. Maybe you have EMIs. Maybe your family has to be taken care of. You got to be super strategic in these kind of situations. You need the gold, not the handcuff. So all you need to do is have a strategy. Plan it out so that you are financially independent. You don't need the gold from them anymore. Till that time, exploit the gold and then walk away from the place as soon as possible to the next best thing. Maybe it's your own business or maybe it's something else. So now this is for people who are going to go work. There will be people who will just want to study further, move abroad. I've seen many of these cases, including me, right? When you go abroad, you're there for 5 years, right? It takes you'll take a large loan, you'll go there, you'll study. After that, in order to pay back the loan, you'll work there for a couple of years. And then you'll get used to that culture there, environment there. When you come back to India after 5 years to meet your parents, you'll say, oh, the roads are broken. Oh, you know what? There is pollution here. Of course, it was there when you left here. It will be there when you're here. Who will build India if Indians don't, right? We have to come back and build the country, right? So the idea is, if you don't want to come back here, that's fine too. I have a lot of my friends who went on to build companies outside. But what they did when they sold companies, they managed to bring in some investments back to India. You can contribute to this country, right? India is a growing power today. There is no better time to be an Indian, right? We are a very, very confident India today. We are going to become the 3rd largest economy in the world, right? We are on our, now the 4th, we will become the 3rd, right? You can see around us, right? Innovation, technology that you guys all learned and talked about doesn't need a lot of money. Americans spent billions of dollars in building their OpenAI, ChatGPT. Google spent another few billions to copy that or catch up with them, right? But on the other hand, look at our Chinese friends. They do a $5 iPhone. They just come with DeepSeek with $5 million. Oh, we can do too. All of us can. Oh, you look at the diversity in the languages we have in this country. Who's going to build for all that, right? There's so many, many languages. We don't have our own foundation models yet, right? We use products. We use Google. We use Facebook. We use WhatsApp. If you really sit back and ask, which of them was made in India? That's our opportunity, guys. You have another 2 decades to turn India into a developed country. Now I come to the folks who are trying to do the startups, right? Great aspiration. I've been doing my third startup recently, right? I told you about my interview experience. Then I thought for myself and said, why don't I turn that into a startup? Why don't I build an automated bot that will figure out employment for everybody who has any form of disability or the other? Let's make interviewing multimodal. Right? It may or may not be a successful business model, but it certainly will be a good social enterprise. So I'm building KnowHow.ai these days, which helps people with disabilities go discover jobs. Right? Now, if you're starting up, it's a great thing to do, but be ready to fail and fail a lot. Remember this quote, Edison once said, I figured out 10,000 ways of how not to build a light bulb before I discovered the way to build it. So every failure, when you go through building your startup, is your badge of honor. Collect many of those. World is an eventually consistent place. You will eventually be successful. Think and dream big. Keep failing. Right? Failing is a beautiful thing. Right? If you're crazy enough to think that you can change the world, you probably will. I didn't say this, Steve Jobs said it, right? I always believe in this, right? If you think of the world as having some sort of contours and you say, oh, world is like this, I got to live within it, you certainly can. And that's like a mediocre life. Are we mediocre? Of course not, right? If you start punching all the boundaries and start questioning everything, like we say now, right? Why should people with all abilities only be able to give interviews and do computer science? Everybody can do, right? Let's challenge everything around us, right? Automatically, there will be new startups that are born. How many problems are there in our country at least? Everything exists as challenges today. We don't have a developed market. You can pick and choose any problem you are passionate about. Go on building, right? You just have to develop a little bit of leadership skills. You should be able to have a bold vision, execute fast, right? You have to out-innovate Americans and Chinese now, right? So that we put India as a global superpower, right? I am super excited that many of you are already thinking of wonderful, viable startups, right? And when these startups evolve, who knows? We might have our first $1 trillion startup from this group, right? Who knows? That certainly might happen, right? And let's transform India through our lives, right? When you do that, you will simultaneously transform yourself and your families. It's not either or. You don't have to let go your aspirations, your potential to make money in order to make sure you're transforming India. You can do all of it together, right? So life is a journey. I'm an avid reader. I enjoy reading all the time. You had 12 months of rigorous learning. Continue this journey. Keep learning, keep reading. They say that every entrepreneur, every CEO, every successful person should read up to 50 books every year, right? If you don't match that, at least get close to it. Keep reading as much as possible and wish you all the very, very best, right? Thank you, everybody.
Thank you for those inspiring words, sir. Now we will proceed with the certificate distribution. I now request Professor Chandrasekhar Ramanathan, Dean of Academics, IIIT-Bangalore, to distribute the degrees to the graduating postgraduate Diploma in Digital Product Design and Management students. I invite the Registrar, Commodore S.R. Sridhar, to kindly read the names of the graduating students.
Good afternoon to all of you. I'm really privileged to read out the names of the proud graduating students. As you walk down with your heads held high, please do step in. There is a marking there which would help you to face the photo ops for you. And the other classmates and parents please don't shy in giving them a big cheer. And for the students with disabilities, our volunteers will help you all to the spot. Agbogan Jikaloy Weiss. Hello. America Sui Christian. Kapo Eddie Alexis. Abhigyan Saksham Rai. Abhinandan I. Aditi R.K. Aishwarya Manoj. Akansh Joshi. Desai Alina Abish. Ashutosh Vaish. Balabamma Chandana. Chandrakiran H.J. S. Divyadarshini. Jaskrit Singh Sanghera. Kamitkar Hemant. Malavika S. Nagaraj Ramanagowda Patil. Pallavi Bhatt. Punyath Tripathi. Rahul Raj. Renu TR. Ritika Mehrotra. Carlo Rohan Robin. Sanjana Shashidhar. Shivkant Singh. Shubham Handu. Kopparapu Siva Sai Sagar. Sneha Singh. Srijit N. U. Paurnami. Thank you and congratulations to each one of you.
Now, for some excitement, it's time to recognize and applaud some exceptional students from the graduating class who not only embarked on and completed the program successfully, but have also inspired a lot of people across a varied cross-section of disciplines. I request our chief guest, Mr. Arun Panayappan, to give the awards. I also request the Dean of Academics, Professor Chandrasekhar Ramanathan, to join. I would like to call upon the head of the department, Digital Humanities and Social Systems, Professor Amit Prakash, to read out the awardees' names.
So these awards are for the rank holders. And I guess the entire batch, in terms of the average CGPA that we were looking at, is much more than most other programs that we have at the institute. So congratulations, everyone. But some of you have done better than others, at least in terms of CGPA. So we'll have to give out the awards to you. The third rank holder is Sneha Singh. The second rank holder is Aditi RK. Okay, and while all of you are winners, the first rank holder is Chandrakiran. Thank you. Thank you.
I would like to call upon Professor Chandrasekhar Ramanathan, Dean Academics, IIIT-Bangalore, to give a memento to our chief guest, Mr. Arun Panayappan, as a token of our appreciation. Thank you. We would now like to deliver the vote of thanks on this special day. First, a heartfelt thank you to our chief guest, Mr. Arun Panayappan, for taking the time to be with us and for sharing such thoughtful words. Your insights have been both grounding and inspiring. Thank you, sir. To all the dignitaries, thank you for your unwavering support and mentorship throughout this journey. Thank you. To our graduates, congratulations. You have worked hard, grown immensely, and today marks a proud milestone in your journey. We can't wait to see what you will create next.
A big thank you to all the families, friends, and guests who stood by our students and joined us together to celebrate them. And finally, to the staff and everyone who worked behind the scenes to make today seamless, thank you. Wishing our graduates all the very best. Keep learning, keep building, and stay true to your values. Now, I kindly request everyone to rise for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
We will now be assembling to take a group photograph at the stairs near the Thinker statue in front of the football ground. Following the photo session, graduation lunch will be served at the Ramanujan basement. We request all graduates and dignitaries to please join us for the group photo and then proceed to the graduation lunch venue. Dear guests, you are kindly requested to make your way directly to the basement for the graduation lunch. Thank you and wish you all a very pleasant weekend.